this girl visit? It sounds like here.
Well, we are actually live right now, but people are not here yet. People are not here yet. But it's live, so people will be able to go back and rewatch it. So just be careful with what, like, don't say something you don't want anybody to hear. But you can go cut that up if you want and put the bread in. Put the bread in. The garlic bread. So I told them we have 3 people here. Can you guys start commenting, please, when you get in here? So I know that everything's working. You guys know I don't mess with YouTube that much, but now that Gina's in our lives, we are gonna start fucking with the YouTube. So Gina is here. Next time she calls, I'm going to make sure that you guys are like there from the beginning. Thank you guys for saying hi. She's on here. This is the first time that she's doing something like this. So you guys bear with both of us because like I'm new to it. So really quick, I'm going to give Gina a rundown. Turn that down, Bubba. I'm going to give Gina a rundown on what we've been talking about so far. So last night, Gina, what I did was I kind of just talked about how I met you. And how you were, like, I talked about your little bread basket and your fruit basket and how you helped me out and, stuff like that. And how you're, a good person and shit. And then I talked about what you're being accused of and how I feel about it. I said a little bit of what you told me, and then I read some of your, what's that thing called? Discovery.
Yeah, my discovery pack, yeah. Yes.
So, the only thing, Gina, is when I was reading your discovery, the only person's name that I would say was yours because you gave me permission to do that. So let's not say, girl's name or any of the dudes' names. What it should be referred to her as.
Mrs. Blank.
I said Mrs. Blank. That's what I kept saying.
Miss Blank? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Mrs. Blank.
Okay, that'll work for me, Mrs. Blank.
Okay, and
okay.
Right. And then the only other thing is with, what's going on with me, we can't talk about that whatsoever because this is about you, not me. All right, so we have Gina here. You guys, you all know what we're about to talk about because of last night. I know that you guys were hoping to see Gina's face on video. And I'm going to let her tell you guys why she isn't getting to do video tonight. So go ahead, Gina.
Okay, well, we got 7-day loss of privilege over a girl. I have $20 for the commissary, and it didn't get paid back. So we got kind of an argument, and they took my privileges for my visits and my commissary for the next week. So that's why I'm here on the phone now.
And that sucks. That really sucks. So what ended up happening to her for that?
She's in lockdown.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit that they took your commissary for a whole fucking week. And we had this we had a visit scheduled and they took it away from her, which should not be allowed. Honestly, it should be against human rights to do that. She's already locked in there, so she shouldn't be denied visits with her people on the outside world.
Especially one that was already made. It was already made prior.
Right.
I could see maybe from tomorrow on, but don't get the one that was already made.
Mm-hmm.
But she said there's nothing I could do. I argued about it, but I didn't want to get nothing else took, so I just went with it.
So before we start, do you want to tell them how long you've been there?
I've been here since August 16th. 6 months as of next month. Without a bond, mind you.
All right, so basically, you're talking to me, but you're gonna act like you never told me your story. So, like, just tell me, what the hell are you doing there? What happened? Why are you there?
Okay. I wouldn't want to judge me because I'm not the perfect human in the world, you know what I'm saying? But I am dealing with my addiction. I have been for the last 30 years of my life, in and out of getting sober and relapsing. But I was clean 3 years prior to this. Had a job, just had a 4-year-old son, dealing with my mom and her sickness, but I had my own place to live and baby daddy trouble and drinking and relapsing. It led me to where I'm at now, and thought I was being a friend to somebody. The Blank, is that what we were calling her for that? Or what we were calling her?
Yeah, we're calling her, I mean, like you could make up a name for her if you want to. We just can't say. Yeah, Eric's.
I thought I was helping her out. Nobody in the streets would mess with her because they said she was a cop. But real quick as I can get to it, I was on my way out of my house one day, to go have some fun with one of my regular friends, and then basically just a little bit of drugs, a little bit of sex, whatnot, get some money and go about my way. Well, she had pulled up as I was getting ready to leave and asked that person asked if she could hang out while one of her friends went to work and then pick her up on the way back from work. And I explained to her what I was getting ready to go do. And she was like, well, that's cool. Can I come with you? Come hang out. We do a threesome instead of a twosome. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Let me call my friend and find out. And he said, yeah, sure. Let me see what she looks like. Let me talk to her. And so they did that. And he was like, yeah, both of you guys can come. So it was the night of the snowstorm last year. And they told people not to be driving if we didn't have to. So we could go like 50 miles per hour. So we both ended up there, and we needed some money because we wanted to get some drugs. We had the alcohol and everything else. He was like, well, I'm not giving no money because you guys might not come back. So he said, well, I'll give you guys $50. One of you guys stay, and then one of you guys go get the drugs. Time I got back, I took the money. I went to the drugs. She stayed. Time I got back, she had already took care of my friend and got the money. And then, long story short, okay, we left. Everything went on. Everything went as it was. Well, I think it was like 4 days later, she had left, said she was coming back. Well, she never showed back up. And then her husband that just got out of prison came over to my house, was looking for her, and I said, well, Brooke should be right back. I don't know. But that person should be right back. And so he waited at my house for it turned out to be 2 days. He ended up staying at my house for 2 days, getting high. We started getting high, hanging out. Brooke never showed up, so he asked me to take him home. I took him home, and then 2 days later, she's calling me, threatening me like, you dirty bitch, you have my husband over there, you lied to him. She basically told me that my life was ruined and that she was gonna, she had something for me and that I wouldn't have a life after she was done with me, that she had something in store for me. And then so, let's see, 4 months later, my door gets kicked in and I get raided, and then now here I am now, sitting here.
So, everybody, I've seen that you guys are asking questions, and I know you want to ask Gina questions, but what we're gonna do is, since she can't do the video, we're gonna do this 15-minute conversation of her explaining everything. And I might ask her some questions or whatever, but the second phone call, because she's going to call back again, that is when y'all are going to ask questions. I'm going to read them to her, and she'll answer them for you. Like I told you guys earlier, we're all fucking human beings. We're not perfect. And if this girl can admit the kind of shit that she's admitting, trust me, believe me, I lived with her for days and days and days, day in and day out. And you get to know someone, and I mean, my true feelings is this shit is redonkulous, and this person is literally ruining Gina's life on some allegations that aren't true, which you guys heard some of the her discovery packet last night, and you guys are going to hear a whole hell of a lot more. So, Gina, do you want to explain, like, the things that she's saying that you did to her?
Why she's saying this too? I believe it is because what she said is threatening me. She was very upset that her husband had came over looking for her, and she had left with somebody else and was in a hotel room with somebody else the whole time he was at my house. Getting high, okay, we were doing drugs, getting high, and we ended up 2 days later. And then in them 2 days, all my friends coming and going to my house was giving them little bits of information, what she's been doing the 5 years she's been locked up. Basically, he found out about his wife and what kind of a person she was the whole time he was there at my house for 2 days. And he didn't like what he heard. And so she got pissed off. But this girl has been known for making false police reports numerous times. One person, and predictable, it was my own brother-in-law. She had made a police report saying he had raped her and then never showed up in court.
Okay, so from what I remember,
I don't understand how they could charge me for the 3 highest human trafficking cases in the world. I am looking at the 3 highest human trafficking cases in the world. It just don't make sense. It just blows my mind.
So when you say that you're looking at human trafficking, what does that exactly mean? Like, what are they trying to throw at you, like, time-wise?
Okay, let me explain it for you. Okay, I got the 3 highest. Okay, the first one carries a life sentence. They got me for kidnapping, which I never did. This lady said I kidnapped her, tied her to a chair, made her sleep with over 30 men, and injected her with heroin and crack and cocaine. But then when she took the stand, because I didn't wait my 14-day, nothing like that was even said. She even said she could come and leave my house. Right then and there, she should have been thrown out, I thought. But then my second charge is that I bribed her. Suppose she said I had some kind of card, a bridge card, a debit card of hers, and then I bribed her with it, made her do it in order for me to give her her card back. This is what I'm taking. And then the third one, they got me for traveling and traveling, human trafficking, prostitution, because it was my truck and I drove us there, and I made her do these things, which I don't understand because I was on my way to go do it myself. And see, that's what I do. I'm nobody's pimp. I'm nobody's madam. I'm not perfect, but you know,
So that night,
go hand in hand.
from what I remember, because I'll never forget the story that you told me, especially, you know, reading all this stuff. That night.
Pull threesome. I didn't know pulling threesome would become a charge of human trafficking. Anything prostitution. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
so that night, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That night when you were supposed to do all that, you want to explain like how, like what she did and how you got back and she already had done everything?
Oh yeah. Okay. Time I got back, she was more worried about the drugs. When I got there, we split the drugs. Okay, and mind you, there's text messages. First, she lied to me first. I was mad at her because I'm like, that was my money to make in the first place. You weren't even supposed to come. I let you come. How could you do that? You know what I'm saying? I needed the money more than you did. So we got to an argument basically over the money because she told me he only paid her $200. And I'm like, bullshit. I have the text message right here. The man said he paid you $300. So where's the rest of the money? You know what I'm saying? Because I felt kind of like, hey, I should at least get some of the money because it was supposed to be me to make. I was going to do it myself anyways. But she lied and said he only gave her $200, but the man texted me and said, no, Gina, I gave him $300. Long story short, we ended up going to get some drugs and getting high. But, you know, the money was gave to her, but the guy got on the stand and said he paid me. But that's because the prosecutor got a hold of him and told him what to say because he has prior charges, I guess, and they used them against him.
So you have been sitting in there. And we'll get into the her, I keep forgetting, Discovery, right? And I've read it multiple times. When I was in there, I was, oh, did it say 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay, call me back when it ends. It's fine.
Okay.
When I was in there, like I was reading her thing and I was highlighting and making notes and it just blew my fucking mind. And when she calls back, we'll get into why it blew my mind. And
the cops just came to the window and asked me what's up.
Who did?
Crazy? You're the CEOs. I don't know, but I'm about to find out.
Oh,
if I don't call, I will call you back or have somebody call you back.
Yes, make sure they do. I love you. Good luck.
I love you too. If I can call back, I will.
All right.
Tap this window and ask me what's up and ask me to come outside.
Oh, man.
Call you back. If not, I'll have somebody call you back.
Yes, please. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, man. I hope she's not in fucking trouble. Did you hear that? The fucking COs just tapped on the window and was like, what's up? And told her to come outside.
Yeah, just because somebody knows that she's being recorded.
So? We're not allowed to talk?
No, apparently not.
Well, you guys, while we wait for Miss Gina, do you guys have anything that you want to ask me? Do you think it would be better if I Bluetooth my phone to a speaker and it was louder? Do you guys need to hear her louder? Is it loud enough? Can somebody type something so I know that it's working? I mean, I see that there's 62 people in here right now. I don't know. No one's saying nothing. Yeah, Bluetooth, somebody said. It's loud enough for me. Thank God that you guys can hear it, but it could be louder, I feel like. I don't think she'll be back. I think they're going to stop her from doing this. I hear it's fine. I can hear her. Can you grab this speaker? Josh? I don't know how they could, Hi.
Oh.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. blah, blah, blah. So,
Amelia.
I'm about to, you guys have any questions for me? Look at my dinner. I made dinner. My husband made my plate.
Amelia.
It's lasagna.
Time to eat. Alana.
Can you bring me a juice? And thank you so much for making my plate. Why are you guys not talking to me, man? She's doing good. It's not Uconnect, is it? It's Onyx, ain't it?
It's HK.
I hope she can come back too. And trust me, where there's a will, there's a way. There's my girl.
Paid call from
Yeah, I know. They definitely ruin everything.
Center. Your account balance is $13.70. To hear the charges for this call, press or say 2. To accept this call, press or say. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time.
I hope you guys have a lot of
Thank you for
questions to
using
ask
IT
her.
Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm crazy. I was so in the conversation, I didn't know there was a medical emergency going on behind me in room 12.
Shut up.
A lady was beating her head and the arm up against the window really bad. I went now. I wasn't even paying attention. I was listening. You know, we were so part of this conversation.
Over in
I'm
Max?
like, oh, yeah, and then they're looking at me saying, "What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?" I'm like looking. I'm like, "Me? What? Huh?" Yeah. He said, "What's up? What's going on?" I'm thinking, "Oh shit, what did I do?" But I guess the whole time this girl in room 12 was banging her head or something on the outside window or something.
Girl.
I didn't know. Had me my heart dropped to my stomach. I'm like, oh my god.
No, wrong jail, Alana. It's the other jail. Fuck, dude, I was tripping. And then people were like, oh my God, I hope she's not in trouble.
Who's on this trip?
I thought it was. I was so in the conversation, I didn't realize what was going on behind me. I had my ear plugged and stuff, so I could hear you, and just the other phone was into this ear. So, but anyways, yeah, some girl just came in. They won't help her, so she made sure that she got some help.
Can you get her info so you can put money on her books? Gina, can you please, can you hear me? Okay, can you give them your info so they can put money on your books real quick so they can write it down?
So what should I do? Just give them the telephone number that they need for the commissary? You would need 1-888. Oh no, it ain't. I am so sorry. It's 1-866-394-0490. And then you would need my name, Gina Evans. And then my PIN number, which would be 000203929.
Okay, and then before she hangs up, we will give that information again. And just so you guys know, Gina doesn't have a lot of people on the outside that can really help her. So she's not asking y'all to, but if you can, that would be a blessing, honestly.
Yeah, because my next court date ain't to July, so I'm in here without no bond for like another 6 months. So anything would help, but if not, I'm gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. For her to not have a good support system, it doesn't matter when girls come in there and they don't have shit. Gina takes care of them.
I got it. It's
So-
just how like I am in the world too.
Yeah.
And if they were hungry, I let them come over and sleep. If they needed a shower, I let them eat. You know what I'm saying? I give them clothes, let them feed them. You can ask any of my girlfriends. That's what I did for her, I thought, but.
So, somebody just asked, when do you get out?
I don't know. I don't go back to court until July. My trial starts July 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Point, she may not get out.
I can't get out. They got me held here without a bond because of one of the charges carries a life offense, the kidnapping, human trafficking charge.
See, you
My
guys.
attorney.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My attorney's supposed to be going in front of the judge and asking for a bond hearing because I haven't had a bond. I mean, like I told him, I said even murderers get bonds. Why can't I get a bond? You know, I thought it was supposed to be being proven innocent until you're proven guilty or something like. You know, you're innocent to proven guilty. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him to see if he gets me a bond hearing. But I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be about $1 million or $175,000, something like that. It's going to be very high. I know that.
I mean, it would still be nice for you to get one.
Yeah, I just at least to have one. You know what I mean? So I told him, murderers get bonds. Why am I in here without no bond?
Right. Especially when you haven't been proven guilty. Now, I want you guys to understand something that I don't think I talked about last night. I'm new here. What is she getting charged with? We'll talk about that in a second. Try to keep up, or somebody, please, if you guys know the answer to a question that we already answered, go ahead and type it in the comments for people that are coming in that are new. Just so we're not like going back over it and over it and over it. And like I said, we're doing 5 days of Gina. Today's day 2. We have 3 more to do. And then when she's able to have her video time, we'll do those too. I know that you guys like are already invested, and all of you plus more have come tonight from last night. So that's amazing. What specific evidence do they have that they are holding her with no bond?
They have just the girl and her word. One person, well, actually 2 people. My guy friend that we went to go see that night, and then her. But in the discovery packs, like you said, there's no pictures of no bruises, no marks, no nothing. It's just her word against my word. And remind you, I've never even spoke to no detective. I've never been questioned about this, not one time.
Not one time has she been questioned about this. Now, there was something else I was gonna. No physical or circumstantial. That's not right. She needs a bond hearing.
That's what I thought too. That's what he said. And I don't understand why I'm in here without a bond.
So
It's her word against my word. And she, I mean, it's like she's not innocent either. She's got prior. She's got history too. I mean, my God, she just left rehab and was on the run.
my
But
thing,
here, you got a tether on.
my thing is, when I read, and like I said, after we're done with Gina tonight, I'm gonna read more. How can we ask her info to put money on her books and write her? So
The address. I'm sorry, I can give the address too if they want to write. Yes, I wasn't thinking that.
So Gina's
If you
gonna.
guys wanna, okay, sorry.
I'm gonna have Gina do that right now. And I want somebody like Tammy, Lash, one of you guys, type it in the comment section after Gina gives all the information. And I'm gonna read this last. Maybe we should do a petition for her lawyer to present to the judge. Sorry, I asked and walked away from the phone. And okay. So go ahead, Gina. Tell your information. One of you guys type up the information so you guys can drop it in the comment section.
All right, you ready for me?
Yes.
Okay, you guys can write me at 100 East 2nd, 100 East 2nd Street, Monroe, Michigan, 48161. And then if you do want to help me out with commissary or whatnot, you can call 1-8394-0490. And then my name, Gina Evans. My PIN number is 000-203929.
You want to do the commissary information one more time?
Okay, commissary information, you can call 1-866-394-0490. Gina Evans, 000-203929.
Okay. So you guys have that, and we will do it again. Thank you so much. 1-839-490-00203929. So, something that I really want to touch bases on with Gina real quick is when we were talking and when I was reading her discovery, and then, so check this shit out. This girl has literally accused other people back in 2012 in Indiana of human trafficking her. Am I right, Gina?
It's not that she was accused of it. She was caught up in it. She was in a hotel with her and my other friend, and it's not like they were being forced or anything to do it. In a way, they were giving them drugs. They were keeping them high and feeding them drugs. And her and my other friend didn't have no problem doing it. And this was years ago. I mean, but don't leave out the police reports too, and several other people that I know of that she's called and made fake police reports on.
But
Of them
what
supposedly raping her.
what I'm saying is she accused people of doing this to her before.
Yes.
In 2012. Now, Ashley, can we have the phone number again? She gave 2 different ones. Reach out to the Innocent Project. They may be able to give you tools to help her. Before we hang up, I will give the phone number again. But, so, check this shit out. We were in jail together, and this girl comes in, and I witnessed this with my own eyes, literally, like 5 days after I read her discovery, after I knew Gina's story. This girl comes in to the jail, and she tells us a story. Gina, do you want to tell them the story that girl told us?
I'm not for sure. You refresh my memory. George.
So, this girl comes in, and I can't remember what her name was, which we're not giving names anyways.
Okay, right.
She comes in, and we're talking about Gina's case, and this girl's like, yo, my man was sleeping around with this girl.
Okay.
You remember?
Sorry. Yeah, she's here right now, still with me. And she wrote a paper for my attorney.
Shut up. She's still there?
Go ahead and finish. Yeah, she's still here with me. She wrote a paper to my attorney and everything. She's willing to testify on my behalf too. But go ahead, I'll let you finish the story if you want, or do you want me to finish it?
You go ahead. You tell, because they want to hear from you.
Okay. All right, so the woman that's still here, remind you, it was about 5, maybe 6 years ago, the girl that's accusing me of this was pregnant by this man. Well, she found out that this man, her baby daddy, supposedly, he was absconded from parole, but she found out this man was with this girl that's here now in jail with me, and they were at a hotel room. So she called the police and told the police that this man was at a hotel room holding this girl hostage. So the police went to the hotel room and surrounded the hotel room, had guns and everything, and wrestled him to the ground. And come to find out, it was just a lie. They all thought it was a lie because she was mad because this girl was with her supposedly baby daddy at the time. But they had to take him to jail. Once they talked to the girl's like, what are you talking about? I'm not being held against my will. Nobody kidnapped me. And so they still had to take him to jail because he didn't go report to his parole officer, but it was all a lie.
And check this out. He's still in jail to this day.
Oh, yeah, he's in jail now, too, because she just lied on him for a domestic violence charge and turned around and called the prosecutor and got caught up in a lie, tried to say that none of it happened. So they just sent me a new piece of paper for my discovery pack that she lied to the prosecutor and lied to the police and got him put in jail. So that's going on my behalf, too, for this case. So,
that's sick.
Liar.
So,
Yeah,
for this
liar.
woman to be able to do that to the people in Indiana, to do that to another person, and then to do that to this dude, and then to do this to Gina, and Gina has yet to even be fucking questioned, that's weird. That's sick that people's lives can be played like that. So, what have you lost in the process of this, Gina?
Oh, let's see. I've lost my home, my car, my job. Mind you, my mom's on her deathbed, home dialysis, 5th stage kidney failure, 4th stage lung cancer, and then I have a 4-year-old. So I lost my whole life basically.
And
everything that I worked for and was clean and sober for 3 years is gone. Everything is gone.
And
my dog too. Don't forget my dog.
Who is taking care of your son?
My mom.
Which is
She
what?
can barely take care of herself right now.
Exactly.
Right.
So this is what she's lost. Nobody has taken the time out to question her. As far as I know, I thought you were entitled to a bond hearing every 9 days.
I don't know much about the law. I know it's wrong for me to sit there without a bond, though. Like I told my murderers get bond. They sit there watching TV shows, first 48, everything. Everyone always gets a bond. I just don't understand why they don't have a bond. I don't care if it's sky high. A bond would be right.
Exactly.
But another thing that blows my mind is why haven't I been questioned? I don't know why I've not. It seems like I would have to be questioned. It don't make. How can they just? Okay, somebody said this and then they just come get me. and charge me with it without even questioning me.
Eric, do you want to help?
It's just not right.
No, it's not right. It's sad. It's your life, and you're a human
If
being.
they feel like they have enough evidence to hold you till trial, they will and not offer you a bond.
Eric said if they feel that they have enough evidence to hold you until trial, they'll hold you without a bond. But my thing is, correct me if I'm wrong, Gina, and again, guys, I'm going to read the whole discovery to you within the next couple of days, but in the discovery, not from what Gina told me, because Gina didn't tell me those parts. I read it for myself, and I'll read it to you guys. In the discovery, it literally says the only marks that this woman has on her body is from shooting up. There's no like strap marks from where she was supposedly tied down. There's no
remaining.
there. Call back, Gina.
Okay,
If
I'll call right back.
when it hangs up, there's no marks besides shooting up marks. There is fluids in her butt and vagina, but then again, she was prostituting.
You know what, Stormy? We left that part out too because I forgot to mention that part about her leaving my house and ending up at Terry Johnson's. Oops, sorry. Oh my God, ending up at somebody else's house. I didn't even say anything about that.
Right.
Prior to this other guy being charged for rape that she's lying about now, one of my other friends. I was just talking about me and questioning. But yeah, okay, I'll call right back.
All right, baby, I love you. She can call as many times as she wants to. Didn't this happen in Detroit, which is a different county? Doesn't she need to transfer to the county for bond? No, it didn't happen in Detroit.
Happened in remote time.
It did not happen in Detroit. She can call as many times as she wants to. I have to put money on the books. So this is going to be the last call for tonight, because after this call, it'll be $15 of phone calls. And then, we'll talk a little bit. And honestly, I never said Detroit. They said I said Detroit last night.
No, she said one of the individuals was from Detroit if they listened to the...
Oh, one of the individuals is from Detroit, yeah. If you're listening to the discovery, yeah, somebody was from Detroit, but it didn't happen in Detroit. The incident didn't. But to be honest with you, I have to be off of the phone at 8 o'clock, and then I'll go live again right after I'm done doing what I have to do. But I have something that I have to do at 8 o'clock. I don't know why she hasn't called back yet. Does anybody, it might be med time right now. It might be night meds. Nope, that's her.
At Monroe County Adult Detention Center, your account balance is $10.55.
You guys, could you guys please ask questions?
To accept this call, press.
Type it up, ask
This call will
questions,
be recorded
so she can
and
answer
subject to
them.
monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hi, baby. So, so you're asking where you can read the discovery. Gina, is your discovery posted anywhere, or am I the only one that has
It's
it?
all public records. You should have one of them papers. I don't know where. It's somewhere online. There's a little scan thing, a little scan box. Remember, I gave you the one page.
Yes.
It's public. I don't know where you can get it from, but anybody can get my whole discovery pack. Yes, they can. You just gotta look into it. I'm not for sure where though.
Okay. Well, I will get that figured
It's
out.
Online, and there's a little thing you scan with your phone, and then you can download right all to your phone.
I wonder if.
I'm sure you can figure it out.
Did you give me the little scan part?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
I'll look for it.
It's in there then. So I wonder if I could like hold it up to the screen and they could scan it.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, but there's probably going to be more than just this case. Remember, there's probably going to be my one drug case and my retail fraud case. But then they got to look for the human trafficking case. But there is that little square box I sent home with you.
Okay.
They got to look for the right case, the human trafficking case.
So, now, have you? I know it's probably hard. have you gotten like any word from off the street, people that have come in and out of there, or anything about her? Like, has she like made any comments to anybody that it's not true?
Just basically, I'm getting what I mean. She had already threatened me. No, not really. Just that she ain't really changed her life. You think someone that went through this would change her life completely, but she didn't lost her place to live, sold her car for drugs, left her rehab facility, didn't go report to her probation officer. They found her in the crack house over in Washington Arms, then brought her here to jail, but then hurry up and got her out of here because of the case that's going on. And the COs walked her over to the probation department, and she got a tether put on her.
That's
They were
crazy.
happy about her not showing up for trial, so they wanted to put a tether on her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's real crazy.
So somebody wants to know, have you been sentenced? No, she hasn't. She's been sitting there since, what'd you say, July?
Since August 16th, they came with a plea, and they wanted me to plead to 2 and 3 of the human trafficking, and they would drop all my other cases, and I would go to prison for 15 years. And I turned that plea down.
That
And then they came with it. What's that?
That just happened the other day, correct?
Yeah, no, this was my second plea the other day. My second plea was to plead to the second and third human trafficking and one of my drug charges, and they would drop the first and the other 2, and then I would go to prison for 7.5 years to 13.5 years. The judge was up to give me anything in between there. But my attorney said that I would probably be looking at about 13 years, so he said that there's no case for taking a trial, that the girl's obviously lying.
Right.
He said I should walk out of this with 3 to 4 years, but I don't even feel that's right. I mean, I feel like, yes, I did maintain a house and doing this stuff, so yeah, I did maintain a drug dwelling or, whatever they want, but prostitution, just not human trafficking, though. This is just it just blows my mind.
So, okay, we have a couple things that people are saying, so I'm going to read them to you, Gina. So they need to do an undercover operation on that girl to see that she is a liar, and this is so sad for Gina. And then we have Cassandra that says, tell her I said hey, and I'm sorry, I've been going through it, but I'm going to send her some stuff. And then we have somebody that says maybe hire a private investigator, which I'll let Gina tell you guys about that, because I'm pretty sure her lawyer...
Whenever you're ready for me, I'll let you know. Yes, my attorney had me sit down after court Friday and write down everything that I know of this girl and everything that I've ever heard of this girl and, anything I could possibly know about this girl. So I did, and it took me up 3 pages. He asked me to try to make it 1 page, but it took me 3 pages because that's how much I know about this girl. And so he's going to be over here the end of this week to grab his paper, and he hired a private detective, an investigator, and he's going to give this paper to him, and he's going to go through it and get anything and everything that I've wrote to get the correct times and dates and if it's true. So yes, I do have this is what my attorney's saying though, but he is a court-appointed attorney, so I don't know how much I can believe him or not, but he did say he is getting a private detective on her.
So we have
everything.
So we have, this one says, shit, they're coming up so fast. Okay, so I have a question, not being rude. How is she being held if there's no proof? Thought they had to have proof to keep her. And then somebody says, that is not how it works, whatever. And then the one girl says, do not take the plea, girl. And then we have, did they get the other girl's phone records, Gina?
They got, no, I don't know if they got her phone records, but they sure did get mine, which, what the prosecuting attorney only used, that's when my attorney said he's got to submit something so he can get a hold of my phones. Because the prosecuting attorney only took copies of what they needed to use and left off like the parts where the other guy saying how much he paid her instead of me, but on the stand it said he paid me. Like I told my attorney this, so he's got to submit some kind of paperwork to get my phone so he can get all the information that I need to help me in this case. Okay,
now the next person says, I'm in criminal law, do not take the plea deals, always go to trial. Phone records will show that the girl was on her phone during the time she was supposedly kidnapped and being, I don't know what the hell that says.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would. I mean, the phone records alone already show, see, most of my girlfriends have no phone. I'm the one that always use the phone, and everything they got from my phone records that they're using, it's like this girl Melanie used my phone, was talking to one of her friends. Amanda was using my phone, talking to one of her. That's the only thing they have, but what can I say? They didn't have a phone, I let them use it. I mean, I'm not going to stand over somebody with my phone and say, why are you talking to him? Why are you saying that? You know, I let them use my phone, so whatever they did on my phone, that's their business. But like my attorney said, these guys that they were talking to, they've never been questioned. The prosecutor and attorney never once questioned these other guys that were in my phone that they talked to. So I don't even know how they could use this in court. So they only got the one guy and her. That's all they have.
So then Cassandra responds to the girl that says that she's in criminal law, and she says, God dang it, hold on. She says, Lauren, if you're in criminal law, you should know sometimes a plea is the best way to go, depends on the case. But then this other person says, but she would have to agree of going, oh, they're talking about, we're not going to talk about, it's a talk show.
Yeah, but if I have to take a plea, I got to stand in front of that judge and tell that judge something I didn't do. You understand what I'm saying? I got to admit to count 2 and 3, and I didn't do it. I can't see myself doing that.
Right, and then
I'm like, very sure, but I didn't do it.
So then you had somebody that kind of just said, hold on.
I've never held somebody against their will. I've never made nobody do anything they didn't want to do. And God forbid, if a woman came and told me that she was raped, I would be the first one to call the police.
Right.
You wouldn't even have to worry about that.
So then
I'm not that type of person. I have a heart.
You have somebody that says, but she would have to agree on, oh, damn it. I'm reading that again. Okay, this one says, if you're innocent, do not take the plea. It's admitting guilt. The phone records will show, I read that one. That's what I said. I said sometimes a plea can be the best way to go. You said don't ever take the plea, and that was wrong. Yeah, she sounds innocent, and it's sad that she's being accused. This one says she can try to take it back to trial and call the cops on the case on the stand. Sorry, don't know the terminology to ask why they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And then Cassandra says, yes, I don't think she should take it at all. I was just telling her taking a plea is not always bad. But then somebody else says, but the law system is a joke, though, and it's sad you have to prove your innocence. They say innocent until proven guilty, but it's the other way around.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm firsthand to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I plan on taking a trial. I am taking it to trial all the way. I'm just waiting for my attorney to get my phone records. Because this girl kept saying that I constantly bugged her, and it's the other way around. I'm nothing but nice to that girl.
Somebody wants to know if you can have, can you have the detectives questioned?
Yeah, the detectives that wrote up the report and the police officer that was called, I didn't wait my 14-day preliminary exam, so they all had to show up to court. One of them didn't make it, but 2 of them did, and then I made her take the stand, and she was caught up in so many lies. So they have her and the guy, and then they have the 2 detectives and the cop that was called on the scene that night, and that's it. That's all they have for witnesses. That's it.
So somebody said, did they read you your Miranda rights?
No, I've never been questioned. I've never had no Miranda rights read to me. I've never been questioned about this. Not once. That does make sense, though. How am I even charged with something when I ain't even been ran no Miranda rights? But I don't know the law. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody wants to know, do you think that they had body cams?
When they kicked in my door, raided my house, when I was trying to ask them what they were here for, raiding my house, they said they couldn't tell me. It was an open investigation. But I could have swore they should have picked me up right then and there and brought me up here to question me, but they never did that either. But yeah, a couple of them did have body cams on, but I couldn't tell you if they were on or not because they had just woke me up and kicked in my door. So they kicked in my door for something that happened at some other man's house. This girl went to some other guy's house and said she got raped by some guy. They all left my house because I had fell asleep, and my baby daddy told me, hey, they got to go. I was asleep. So when she left my house, she ended up at somebody else's house, and something bad happened to her. So they came and kicked in my door because it happened there, which don't make no sense either. It's all just crazy. I don't know.
So
I'm taking it to trial. None of this makes sense.
So if she goes to trial, then all of them will be forced to go testify. Hold on. I got to get the thing back. And then this one says, case right there, thrown out because you weren't read your Miranda rights. I've looked into many cases, and a lot is incarcerated when they shouldn't be. It's sad. The court system is a joke. Or when the other girl met the police. I don't know what that means. This one says, she needs a lawyer ASAP. Case thrown out. She wasn't read her Miranda rights. Cassandra says, they won't throw a case out for not reading them. They just can't use anything you say. if they didn't read them. This one
there's
says,
something like that too.
this one says, if the other was high when she made the complaint, they aren't supposed to take the statement. Somebody wants.
Oh yeah, she was out of it. She was up for 5 days shooting up methamphetamines and smoking crack and doing heroin.
Yeah, that's another crazy thing. This
Because
one.
the cop that took this, listen, the cop that was took the stand. That's my attorney said she looked like she was she went through it and she was very upset and out of it, and she thought something. The cop said that it seemed like something bad happened to her. But then my attorney had asked her, well, you've been working at the cop force for what 15, 20 years? He said, my understanding is, do you think she was like under the influence? And the cop said, well, yeah, now that I think about it, yes, she could have been under the influence. You're damn right she was under the influence. She was up for 5 days straight, smoking or shooting stuff into her.
So this one says, can you provide the case number so we can read it? Yes, I can. And then this one says, I wish we could start a GoFundMe so we can get a private detective to collect proof on the men and detectives. That is a thing that I would like to do. This is why we're going to do the 5 days of Gina. I would like to shoot for getting her, what do you call it? A legal team.
That knows the law.
Right, not just a lawyer. I would like to get her a team, maybe 2 or even 3, because this is really serious. What's this one says? Oh, Cassandra says, I can't read all this misinformation. It's making me go crazy, LOL. And then this one says, I am almost done with my bachelor's. It can be 2. My family members was thrown out. You have to legally, I don't know. A lawyer will investigate better. Yes. And then somebody asked if I'm paying a lawyer. Well, I have a lot of,
you're doing this for to help me.
yes, I have a lot of stuff that I'm paying for right now. But yeah, I will definitely be,
You're doing a lot for me right now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable what you're doing for me right now. You know what I mean?
I will definitely be putting in, yes, on the pot, because I feel in my heart that everything happens for a reason sometimes, and I don't know what the hell I can do, but I know that I can try to get that word out there, and
I just feel something good's going to come of this, because we met each other for a reason. Like you said, things happen for a reason. I just feel in my heart something good's going to come out of this. It's got to. I know I didn't do what the girl's saying I did. It's just unreal.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be here right now. I think they're not even doing the law right.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They're fucking me.
Call back one more time. Wait. It's 8. Gina, can you call back at 8:45?
8:45?
Yes.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can call back at 8:45. They don't shut the phones off till... What time do they shut the phones off, guys? 10?
10:30?
Yeah, they don't shut the phones... Yes, I'll call back at 8:45 if you'd like. What time? 8:45?
Yes, 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, guys. Gina will be back.
All right.
I love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye. Cassandra is paying for the lawyer. I'm just playing lawyer. Oh, I gotta go, guys. I'll be back at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time.